What's up, everybody? It's Jessica. Welcome to my channel. Felt so formal. So today I have a handful of products I've been wanting to try. All of these are pretty new launches. I'm only trying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things today. When I do these videos, I'm trying to try out less at a time so it doesn't feel so overwhelming, so I can actually get to know these products and be able to give you my final thoughts in a future speed reviews video where I share more finalized reviews, because obviously today is more of like a first impression. Cheers, let's dive in. So the first thing we're gonna try is from Revlon. This is their PhotoReady Prime Plus Perfecting and Smoothing Primer. So it says it's a makeup and skincare primer. It's got vitamin B5, hyaluronic acid. So I'm intrigued. I already have some like sunblock on my face because this didn't have like SPF in it, I don't think. And even if it did, I don't think it'd be a high enough SPF. They have a couple of different options. This was the one I thought I would like the most. I don't use primers every day, but when I do, I like to use like a smoothing one, especially on my nose to kind of, I don't know, I feel like it like fills in my pores, makes my nose look a little less weird. I feel like everyone thinks their nose looks weird, like up close though. Like when you start looking at your pores, especially if you have one of those mirrors that, man, it just like highlights anything you've ever not liked about yourself. Whew. I like that it's got a pump. It just makes it easy to apply, but that also means at the end of it all, it's gonna be harder to get all the way out of there. You know what I mean? To like actually empty it out. I feel like I'm rambling today about nothing. Sorry guys, just bear with me. Okay, so I don't notice a big smell. It definitely kind of has a kind of gel-like and smoothing out pretty easily. It has a slight silicone-y feel, like that kind of really soft feel, but it's not overwhelmingly so. Like it feels like it also has some sort of moisturizing quality to it, which makes sense because it does have B5 and hyaluronic acid. So, sorry, my husband's on a call and he's so loud. He is so loud on the phone. I feel like this is the second time I brought it up, but like I literally would have to stop and pause filming. Maybe he thinks the same about me though. He's like, she's filming, she's so loud. That's probably exact. Anyway, okay. So it feels really soft. I like that it's that mix of smoothing and hydrating. I feel like with a lot of primers, you get either or. You either get a hydrating primer or you get a smoothing. And I'm digging that this is both. And this might be a good replacement for the Revlon primer that Taylor Wynn got me onto, because that one's been discontinued. So I'm gonna use it up, but then I can't get it anymore. So I've been kind of looking for a drugstore alternative, and this feels similar, but more hydrating. So I'm digging the way it feels. Okay, Revlon. I totally forgot one of the things I'm trying out today is a lip balm, and so I wiped off the Aquaphor I had on my lips because I do want to try this. So this is the E.L.F. Ride or Die Lip Balm. So I have 2 different ones. I think I'm going to put this one on at the end since it has a little color, but just while I'm getting ready today, I like to obviously have a lip balm on. This one is in Mighty Mint, and I'm just assuming this one is clear. These are a brand new launch, and I kind of love the idea of like, if I really did love it, that it's my Ride or Die lip balm. Like, I think that's a cute name for it. Kind of has a petroleum jelly-esque like texture. Like it's thicker, dang, like it is glossy. This reminds me of a stickier version of the Laneige Lip Glowy Balm. Or maybe I should say thicker, because it's not like it's sticky like my lips are sticking together like a gloss sometimes does. It's not like that. It's just like a thicker version, but it feels really nice, like really nice. And the mint is not too overpowering. And I don't think this is gonna have like a tingle or anything like that. I feel like a lot of minty things do. And so if you're not into that, but you like mint, you're kind of screwed because it's like, oh, I want it, but I don't like the tingle anyway. So far so good. I also, okay, I know I'm weird, but I weirdly like packaging that like when you squeeze stuff out of it, it gets like smaller like this. Like you can really see that you're using it. Is that weird? Answer, yes. So I ended up wearing the Maybelline Dream BB Fresh, like BB cream, and it went on really, really smoothly over that primer. Honestly, smoother than I'm used to this going on, typically because I don't always wear primer. I am definitely really excited to use this some more because I liked the way my skin felt when I put it on. I really like the way this is looking on top of it. That's pretty cool, pumped about that. So I've obviously done brows, concealer, and stuff like that. We're gonna use this new eye product I have been so curious about, and I've heard very, very mixed things. So it's from Maybelline, and it is their Color Strike Cream to Powder Eyeshadow Pen. So I have a bunch of different ones. I was swatching them this morning, and I realized that the ones that are more shimmery definitely are more pigmented than the matte ones. So out of the matte ones I played with, my favorite was this kind of mauve one. It's in the shade 20 Charm. And again, it's just kind of underwhelming because I felt like once I put it on, you could like touch it and it blends away. The other matte ones I played with just weren't very impressive. Like there was this one in number 55 Flare, and it was kind of a taupey, and it was okay, but it was a little bit patchy. And I just feel like for something like this, you might as well just get an actual matte shadow instead of this. So that's how I feel about the matte ones. The shimmery ones were also kind of hit or miss, but there were a few that were really, really pretty. So this one in the shade 40 Rally is this really pretty deeper bronze with a little bit of glitter in it. I'm thinking about using that one today. This one in the shade 50 Hustle is like a lighter gold, but it definitely has like a cooler bronzy shift to it. So this one's in the shade 30 Spark, and it just wasn't quite, it's a pretty shade, but it wasn't quite as like good as those other two. So I think I'm gonna go with that first like bronzy one we did in Rally. I think that was the first one I started with. So packaging wise, it's like a little sponge tip that you dip in and the actual shadow is in there. And I'm just gonna kind of go in with it, you know? And then blend it maybe with my finger, we'll see. I just feel like it's just as easy to dip a brush into a shadow as it is to dip this into this. And it's not like the formula is so groundbreaking or life-changing that it makes it easier. I'm not totally convinced it is easier. Let me see if it'll kind of blend. I don't think it's like an awful, awful product as long as you don't get one of the like more dud shades. But I don't know that it's anything that's like blowing my mind. If you're someone like me and you like to just kind of do washes of color, I don't think the deeper shades are gonna be up your alley. I might try one of the lighter shades like tapped on the center to see if it looks nice that way. And it's kind of rough, like the sponge is just a sponge tip, you know? And so it feels kind of rough as you're rubbing it across your eye. But you know, at the end of the day, it blends okay. If you found a color you were absolutely dying to have, but I just feel like it's somewhat patchy. It's not like super comfortable to use. But let me try one of the lighter shades on it. I'm gonna try the one in Spark, just kind of on the center to see, maybe just kind of tap it. Yeah, it's just not really, let me try Spark on like the inner corner. Yeah, that's probably best used that way. So if you were wanting a really quick little stick like this, I mean, application-wise, that is perfect for the inner corners. That's definitely one way I think this would be useful, but beyond that, I just don't think they're that great. Okay, liner and mascara is done. Next up is something I've been dying to try. It is these new E.L.F. bite-sized face duos. So I love the bite-sized eyeshadow quads that they have. Favorite is the rose one that I just adore. But I've been dying to try these. So I have two different ones here. I have Spiced Apple, which purely makes me think of fall, like to the max. And then this one is called Pomegranate, which is this really pretty like berry with a little bit of a highlight. We're just gonna try this out. I kind of wanna try these mixed together as a bronzer. Would that be weird? Because that's what we're gonna do. I'm using this Ecotools brush that is amazing for bronzer type products. It's literally their bronzer brush. I've already like powdered my face. I probably should be careful because this might tend to be a little more peachy orangey because it literally is. You can use these however you want. So if it's more of a bronzer shade for you, then go for it. Actually worked pretty well. Let's try this pink shade here in the Pomegranate duo. I don't know how pigmented this is gonna be. Okay, I think I should tap a little bit off. Oh my gosh, okay. It's super pigmented, beware. Yep, I'm glad I've got my like foundation sponge here. Help me out there, Johnny. Beware, it's definitely pigmented. I probably should have used like a duo fiber brush with the blush as well. But just kind of swatching these, they definitely have nice pigment to them. The highlight in this one actually is really pretty. That might work for me. It looks a little deep for me. And then the ones in Spiced Apple are really pretty too. I feel like these would be really pretty eyeshadows as well. Actually, I wonder, let me take a little bit of the peach shade in Spiced Apple and throw it, even though I already have liner on. Let me throw it up here. See if we can like even things out a little bit. Yeah, these are blending really, really, even as eyeshadows, that looks a lot better. These are blending really, really easily, other than, like I said, be careful with the blush shades. Beyond that, I'm digging it. The lower price that these are, I think this is awesome. A lot of people have been likening these to the Cover FX monochromatic blush duos. I had one, I actually got rid of it recently in my blush declutter, really because the shades weren't right for me. The blush themselves were fine, and I didn't really use the shimmery shade as a blush topper very much. So if you've been eyeing those, maybe give one of these a try, see if you even like that format. I could try the highlight. I'm a little nervous because I think it's a little deep. Let me maybe do it really, really lightly because I think it's just not quite right for my skin tone. Actually, that looks pretty nice. A nice little glow there. Okay, I take back what I said. I want to throw on the other E.L.F. Ride or Die lip balm that I have. This is the one in just Peachy, same packaging, but it's got a little bit of color. This definitely, oh, holy crap, that's way more color than I thought. I had swatched it earlier and I feel like it wasn't quite this. It matches my nails almost perfectly. This one has a peach scent, but it's like that real peach kind of scent, which I personally love. So I'm pumped about this, but this definitely even more so reminds me of the Laneige Lip Glowy Balms. Oh, it smells so good, you guys. And this color looks really nice. Sometimes, I have to be real here. Do you all sometimes feel like with certain lip balms that have color to them, they look like uneven on your lips? This looks really, really even. And you guys, the smell, it smells so good. This one is going into my purse. I can tell you that right now. This is like, wow, I love it. So the last thing I want to give a try is this Maybelline Glass Spray. So it says it gives a glass skin look, a dewy finish, all day wear. You can use it after makeup application or on its own for a hydrated look. So it says shake well. Hopefully it doesn't like get my hair. The mister felt like decent. It felt decently smooth. Has a not quite a noticeable smell. There's something to it though that makes me think of my childhood. I can't pinpoint what it is, but it's not a noticeable fragrance smell, so don't let that turn you off. Does anyone else get annoyed with the noise that setting spray, like when I'm watching YouTubers that I love, the noise that setting sprays make? I don't know why, but it like bothers me. I cringe. What is that? What does that mean? I think I got a little heavy on this side. Maybe a little too dewy. I think I put too much. If I did like half that amount, it would probably look more like this side, but it's dewy. So there's like some serious oil in that and I can feel it on my hand right now. So this is way more akin to the Tatcha Dewy Setting Spray where it's like genuinely got some kind of oil to it. So if you go overboard or you get it in areas of your face you don't want it, it's going to look oily. So I think if you had dry skin, you might like it. If you have like normal to oily, especially if you have oily, I would stay far, far away. Now, did it give me that glass skin look? Yeah, baby, it did. So if that's what you're going for, I think you'd like it. Or if you've been thinking about getting that Tatcha Dewy Skin Spray, is that what it's called? Get this. This is like the same thing, y'all. I'm telling you, especially look-wise. It definitely is gonna have different ingredients. I gotta film another video today. I'm like, I might be powdering over this. So all in all, kind of ranking through these, the things I'm the most excited about are the lip balms, especially this peach one. I just can't get over the scent. I'm really pumped about these, although I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled for a duo that maybe matches my skin tone a little bit more. I think if I were picking between the two, I really like this spiced apple one the best. Is beautiful and it literally worked as a bronzer as well, which I think is really cool. So I'm definitely pumped to use the primer again because I actually think it made a difference in the way that my makeup is sitting on my skin, which is huge because I don't really feel that a lot of primers do much, but this one does feel and look like it is doing something. And bonus points that it has some decent skincare in it too. Obviously, the thing I'm the least excited about would definitely be the Maybelline Color Strikes. These are just, I just don't think they're worth spending your money on. I'll probably see if a sister or anyone wants these since I've swatched them, but beyond that, I don't see myself reaching for those. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. A few weeks ago, I put up another trying new drugstore makeup video where I tried another 5 products. So if you are interested in checking that out, I will link it up in the eye and down below because those are also brand spanking new products. You will hear my more finalized reviews and thoughts on these here in a month or two when I do a speed reviews talking about products that I've been using for longer. But other than that, I hope that you'll subscribe. I do upload 3 videos a week and I do beauty stuff, but I also do lifestyle, home, vlogging, cooking. And other than that, I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.